Aren't we supposed to go somewhere?
No, Talon will be here shortly. She brushed your teeth.
Yeah.
Trash.
Wait, what about the school?
Not today. Monday start camp.
So yesterday was my only day. So yesterday was my only fucking day.
After you week of camp, then you start back school again. 2 days a week.
Of parasitic illness in 17 states. And since then, in 18 states, Michigan has reported a massive.
But what 2 days are there?
Tuesday and Thursday.
Specifically on Michigan, all right? On this parasitic outbreak, talking cyclospora. I know you can explain that. 1,241 cases, of which 44 have gone to the hospital.
No.
By the way, that 1,200 plus cases in Michigan, there was 50 last year. So this is a huge outbreak in Michigan, across Illinois, Ohio, and into upstate New York. That's where the belt of this is. It's a single-cell parasite that lives in the intestines. It doesn't get absorbed into your bloodstream, which is good news. You asked where it's coming from. Typically, it comes from mixed bags of lettuce that you buy, or it hides in the folds of raspberries, or it's in cilantro. It usually comes from imported produce or something in water. But we're
What?
not sure this year. This year we haven't actually tracked the exact place it came from. But it spreads people all. Meaning if you don't wash your hands thoroughly, or it hides in produce, and you don't wash that thoroughly, that's what you got to do. The hand sanitizers don't work for this. It's so many. Most of the time it goes away on its own. You can get
Using your favorite balls, blue balls, blue balls, blue balls, is your game balls.
But it will get better on its own, but then the problem is, you start passing this parasite after you're already feeling better and thinking, well, I'm not going to be needing to worry about this. That's when you actually pass it on.
Okay, and antibiotics can do the job too in this case as well. I want to move to another.
No.
Absolutely, if needed, absolutely.
When you think about the advances in AI in medicine, and you're doing this in your office yourself. The World
It's time.
2025 is the estimate. Why is this going to happen?
Beep, beep,
Really
beep,
fascinating
beep,
story.
beep,
They're talking about
beep,
two
beep,
different
beep,
reasons, depending on where in the world
beep,
you're talking
beep,
about. In
beep,
Africa,
beep,
or
beep,
underserved areas,
beep,
it's
beep,
because
beep,
of hepatitis B.
beep, beep,
Hepatitis
beep,
B,
beep,
human
beep,
papillomavirus,
beep,
causing
beep.
cancer of the cervix or the throat. Those are the main things in underserved areas, and also people aren't getting the care they need. So the diagnosis comes later, is missed.
One white set rare.
In the United States,
Come on, trash.
the increase is not nearly the same amount. We're talking worldwide, 20 million cases a year now, up to 35 million by 2050 per the WHO. So that's a big amount. Most of it is in Africa we're talking about. Here, the reason would be, and you already hinted at this, because of AI, because of our ability to find it early, because of our ability to treat it before it even becomes cancer or it's in the early stages. That's a really exciting advance here. So the case number is a little misleading in the United States. Overseas, and I forgot one more thing, organophosphates and all the toxins in the environment that Kennedy's always talking about are a big problem over there.
Secretary Kennedy referred to. I want to squeeze another story. I think this is fascinating. There's a group of people known as super boomers. They're age 80 or older, and they walk really fast. And a study was done and found the following. The big takeaway is that super boomers are about 50% less likely to develop cognitive decline than their peers. And then put up the benefits of physical activity, guys. Short-term, reduce anxiety, lower blood pressure, and then long-term, reduce heart disease and stroke and diabetes. Doc, are you telling your patients about this?
You bet I am. I am telling them, and I'm only not telling Bill Hemmer about this because Bill Hemmer is always exercising all day long, and so is Sandra Smith, by the way. But I'm telling my patients that the faster you walk, the more it is like an exercise. And your muscles are getting rid of waste and not feeding it to the brain. If your brain gets enough oxygen and it gets enough fuel, you're not going to become demented over time. There's a 50% chance that I'm right about that in almost everyone. Walk fast wherever you're going.
All right. Mark, have a great weekend. Thanks for coming on. Mark Siegel with us. Thanks, sir.
Israel reportedly sharing new intelligence with the United States.
Did you get both facts?
A French plot to kill President Trump. What the alleged threat means for diplomacy. Plus, we are on Washington Courthouse there in Provo, Utah. We're evaluating Tyler Robinson's preliminary hearing. We're watching for that to begin. What we have learned so far about Charlie Kirk's alleged killer.
Every veteran, every service member out there, if you're thinking about buying a home, if you're thinking about a cash out refund, whatever you're thinking with a mortgage, you should come to New Day USA first.
Call 1-888-928-2089. People diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. That's why we offered a free book on mesothelioma for over 10 years. Mesothelioma is really all we do.
Call 800-500-5202 or go to mesobook.com.
My credit journey has been wild. If you want to build a business, it's really important. Kickoff helps me build credit fast. I started around 600, and within a year, my credit was up 84 points. Go to kickoff.com and build your credit today.
60 years ago, Camping World opened its doors with a simple,
Outside, Scully.
the best memories happen in an RV. Weekends at the campsite, road trips with no map, waking up somewhere to work and drive, exploring America 1 mile at a time. To celebrate 60 years, we're offering 0 down and no payments for up to 90 days on new RVs, plus 60% off select RV accessories. 60 years, over 1 million RVs sold, and we're just getting started. Camping
Daddy will
World,
feed you in a
America's
minute.
RV company.
Set up to 76% of select styles of automotive carpenter floors, plus no any competitor shop. Guaranteed. Visit empireToday.com or call.
Generalized myasthenia gravis is the challenge you can't plan for. But our game plan, talk to our doctors about adding Bitfarm or Bitfarm Hydrolol.
Both can improve daily ability and reduce muscle weakness, so we can do more with our kids.
Hey, beats Stella.
I could self-inject at home.
Take it outside, all the way from home.
With a Vidrock Hydrolol pre-filled syringe.
She got the cat fight last night.
Don't use it allergic to their ingredients. They can increase risk of infection, serious allergic, infection, or injection-related reactions. Get help right away if you have rash, swelling of the face, lips, breathing problems, low blood pressure, feet tears, infection or fever, high blood pressure, chills or shivering, chest, back pain, vaccinations, allergies, or kidney problems. Most common side effects include respiratory and urinary tract infections, headache, as well as injection site reactions for Vidroc and Trio.
I talked to my doctor about treatment my way.
Ask your neurologist about Vidroc.
You've reached the GLP-1 hotline.
My GLP-1 has been back. What a brew.
Gummy bear snack packs with 60 ingredients, like 21 vitamins and minerals. Fill some nutrition gaps from even less.
Nothing tastes good anymore.
Close! Your daily greens through multivitamin. 6 grams of antibiotic fiber. Your GLP-1's new best.
We know why you put off your best smile. The time. The anxiety.
Come on.
That's why
Knock it off.
dentistry is done with technology to make care
How should I be told?
and flexible hours to figure life.
It's a constant
All at
thing.
an affordable price. New patients without insurance get an exam and x-rays for just $29. Not waiting for tomorrow. That's the Aspen Dental difference. Aspen Dental. It's time to smile again.
With the supply of beef cattle at a 70-year low, many outfits are down reporting beef.
Wow.
Our beef cattle were born and raised and processed in the USA Riverneck Range. Real American beef.
Advil liquid gels target pain caused by inflammation. They're faster, stronger, and longer lasting than Tylenol rapid release gels to power through
human access with my life to them. Build this wall. I've known the guys who got approved for nearly 20 years and eventually held back together. When they told me they were building the walls, I just said,
Yeah, you can eat these
this isn't
donuts.
some fashion piece.
They're not
This isn't just
stale.
some trend. These walls are a direct reflection of the
It's
internet.
melted.
It's built to last. Built to
And they just froze it.
Anything happens to it,
I
I take
know
care of it.
them.
No questions. No fights. If you guys who created this wall, you wouldn't carry anything else. Which I found out because they built this.
And they're still melting.
You've got alarming intelligence indicating a serious new threat against the life of President Trump. Iran's said to be putting together a new plan for his assassination, and we are on top of that as we begin a brand new hour now. Dana's out today, and I'm Bill Hammer, live here in New York City with my colleague, Brandon.
I couldn't think of a better way to start my Friday. On a summer Friday.
All right, guess again.
Good to be with you.
I'll take that.
All right, I'm Sandra Smith. Israeli intelligence passing along details of Iran's latest plot to assassinate President Trump, according to the Wall Street Journal. The Secret Service treating it seriously. President Trump speaking on the threat from Iran earlier this week.
I'm number one on the kill list for Iran. They're lovely people. I'm number one, so I don't know. I can't tell you that, but I don't really care because I'm doing my job and I'm doing it, I hope, better than anybody's ever done it.
Okay, now David Spud begins our coverage. He's live in Washington with more on this threat and growing danger. And David, good to see you.
Bill, good to see you. Just to add this new threat to the list of threats already against President Trump. Israel warning the United States about the plot to kill him is coming from Israel.
Leave the light alone, leave the TV alone.
The Wall Street Journal
Don't touch anything. You already turned the light out. You're gonna have to stop it, or I'm gonna take the computer away from you forever. Go in the laundry room, you put that table down, and turn the lights on. I don't understand. Turn the lights on in some places and turn them off in others. Why is that?
Everything's gone. The leaders are gone.
Just keep your hands off anything that does not belong to you.
They may be gone. Who knows?
Stay out of my
And
drawers.
you know what? I may be.
Turn that back on.
Because they're scum. That's
Get out of my drawers.
They've done it for 47 years.
Out! I said turn it back on.
I did. It is on. It's always been. Puddle struggle. Very exhausted. Hey man, glad to see you're here. Well, we got a problem. Someone stole one of a golden one. Now I don't really know what did happen to the rest. I hope it's gonna be good. Well, it was just some information. Good luck with the rest.
It's a tough question because it's a personal question. But how's your family doing?
There's nothing to prepare you for, honestly, but I think there are great people around us. There are great people around my father-in-law protecting him. And, I think whenever you look at the grand scope of everything, this is worth it. This about the future, not just of our country, but of the world. And I think, you know, we all just follow in my father-in-law's footsteps, and he's leading the charge. I want to ask you about some of these latest scandals when it comes to the Democrats, Graham Plattner and beyond. Are we seeing a fractured Democrat Party? What are your thoughts on what's happening? Well, I think people are just seeing who the Democrats have been for a long time, and that is that they, Sanders, seem to be a party that is willing to do anything and everything to regain and retain power. And by that I mean that we all knew Graham Plattner was a horrible candidate. All you needed to do was look at the Nazi tattoo on this guy, and from day one, he should have been out for them. But they were willing to bypass that and overlook it and tell their voters in Maine they should overlook it as well. Why? Because he had momentum. Then the allegations of abuse came out, and they wanted you to ignore that as well, because he had momentum, and polls said he could do Susan Collins. And this is who the Democrats have become. They really don't care if it means that Americans are murdered because they've allowed illegal criminals to rampant in our cities. They think that helps them retain power. They only decided to go against Graham Plattner and tell him he had to drop out whenever the polls started showing he was
So they dug themselves a hole in Maine, and we'll see what sort of candidate emerges now when all the delegates get together in all the different counties there in Maine. But he's going to take you to the very end. That means Monday, which is the final dropout day, but he's not going to go quietly. In Michigan, you have a
Freddy Fazbear knows ball. Freddy Fazbear knows ball.
It's here.
Ah! What the fuck?
Go let Talon in.
What?
Go let Talon in. Front door. Good morning.
Hello.
How are you?
How are you?
Pretty good. Another day, another dollar. Except I'm not earning any.
Right.
Screw them. Okay, snap you off the computer now.
So how have things been since I've last been here?
Okay. He went to the therapist on Monday. He didn't have a good experience in the office. He had a fit in there.
Okay.
About my phone. We had a bear in our backyard,
Oh, wow.
and it showed up on my phone, and he wanted to take a screenshot. I don't know how to do a screenshot on my phone, and I don't have an iPhone, so he was saying, well, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. He was grabbing from my phone, and I wouldn't let him have it. So it doesn't work that way, because I knew if he took it, I'd never get it back. So, I mean, he just kept going on and on, screaming, just, finally he went outside. I hate to admit this, but he was trying to grab the phone. I had to hit him on the head with my book to try to get him off the phone. So he went outside, and I guess he cooled off a little bit, and he came back in, and just stood there until the doctor came. I was kind of disappointed, because I drove an hour for this appointment. I was only there for 20 minutes. And when I left, he said, I'll give you a call this afternoon. So he called me when I was on the way home. Well, you know, it's not a good connection between there and here with all the mountains and everything. So anyway, he cut off. I called him back. And it was just, you know, normal questions like, what do you want to see happen? He used to work at Shepherd Pratt, and he's always worked with autistic kids, so, in fact, I gotta make another appointment for next week. He's got the camp next week, so I'll have to be in the, hopefully he has the camp next week. He starts on, well, you know, he starts on Monday. So,
Is there anything?
I'll have to make an appointment for next week, and, hopefully go weekly.
Right.
Hopefully something will. I mean, he hasn't been too bad the rest of the week. It is just, he just does annoying things that I don't understand why he does. And, you know, just, he's always he turns the lights out in here, but then he'll go in the laundry room and turn the lights on in there and in the bathroom. And then I have a table in the laundry room that folds down. Well, if you fold it down, you can't get it to the washer. Every time he goes in there, he's got to take that table down and close the blinds. I don't care how many times I tell him, don't do that. I don't know what it is. It's repetitive stuff he does. You know, I don't know if that's part of it, the autism. That drives me crazy. It's like, how many times more do I gotta tell you? But, outside, it's been okay. Better than expected.
So the experience at the therapy appointment, it didn't hurt him at all. He's still able to go back.
To therapy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I just have to remember to call Dave, make an appointment, so I'll do that today. then the school will be starting, so I guess I have to drive down there after school. I don't know how long I think they're open, but, oh, and he was supposed to start school this week,
Yes.
2 days a week. Well, honestly, I forgot about Tuesday. She was supposed to send me an email, that I didn't get, and I forgot about the other one she sent me. Cause some of the days didn't have times. So they called me and I said, ooh, so he went yesterday. And, they said he did well, he did a lot of work, did some word search, and, they're working on his handwriting, which is horrible.
Yeah.
And he wanted to go back today. And I said, well, no, you can't go back until after camp next week, hopefully. If something happens at camp, then he'll go Tuesday, Thursday next week, so.
Do you still have the incentive for camp? That was camp for a whole week, you go to the movies, that's still ongoing.
If he goes to camp for a week and what?
You can go to the movies still, is that the incentive you're still holding?
The what?
The incentive, like the reward for going.
Oh, yeah, I'll take him to the movies, I told him.
Okay,
I'll take him. I said, if you have a good week in camp, but on Friday after camp, we'll go to the movies. I was gonna take him Monday,
right,
but then that little incident in the doctor's office, I wasn't taking him after that.
yeah, sure.
You know, that's counterproductive. I mean, you misbehaved, I took you to the movies anyway.
Mhm.
But, it seems like every time I plan on doing something, he does something
Yeah,
that I mean, I feel bad because we haven't really
Who
done
is
anything.
something?
Because of his behavior. So hopefully he'll get through.
No, who is something?
Something like going to the movies. I
No,
said-
like who is something?
I don't know what you're talking about. I was gonna take you to the movies on Monday until you had that little outburst at the doctor's office. But, so,
so you
that's
didn't
it.
do bowling either after I left last week? 'Cause I think you mentioned, you didn't go to bowling either last week either?
No.
Oh, okay. Any activities at the home, like games or anything?
He doesn't want to do anything. I said, we'll go to Dollar General, get a puzzle, we do a puzzle, play a game. Not interesting.
Gotcha.
I said, is there just anything you might want to do rather than that?
Mhm.
And he'll say, well, did you take a step away? Man, I can't.
Yeah.
It is too much for me to try and do that. I'd like to, but the repercussions from him might not be good, so,
Remind me.
I did
what-
take the phone away, I mean, the computer away.
Right,
He didn't have that for 2 days this week, so,
after the incident Monday?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. And when something else happened one day? No, I don't think so, I think I just took it away for 2 days after that.
And remind me, when does the rest of the family come back from vacation?
The 5th of August,
5th of August, okay.
not soon enough.
So something I think we might want to try when they come back. I know school, he does it well, at least in the past when we talked about it, when they take away the electronics for a little bit, he does an activity, and then they let them have more time on the electronics. Would there be a way for you to implement that in the home, like maybe only an hour or so on the computer a day, or a few hours a day? Because that might be better to reinforce with the family here, so you have more hands, and if you need to call your partner's mom, that's an ECR vacation.
I can control this.
Okay.
I make him, he gets a couple hours and then, I say, it's time, been on there long enough, let's do something else.
Right.
He doesn't wanna do anything else. I mean, you can't make him do it if he's, if he doesn't wanna do it. You let those skip vote cards, I don't know how to play that.
Oh, I did my bad.
Yeah, I'll give them back to you, I just put them away, but I'll give them back to you. I meant to read I said, you wanna try to play this, I said, I'll read the directions.
It's kind of like Uno, but there's math, so that's why I thought he would like it, but he had no interest in it.
Well, that's what I'm saying, it's
Right.
just like, you can't make him do what he's not interested in, so. He does wanna go bowling. They don't open till think 3 o'clock. I
Right.
was just getting ready to look, because the ladies were here the other day from,
It might.
someplace, I don't remember, and said that they had checked the bowling alley, and they have, days when kids bowl for $2 or something,
Oh, that's good.
so I gotta check on it. The problem is he wants me to bowl with him, and I can't,
Yeah.
I can't do it.
I know if you explain to some alleys, they will let you keep your shoes on, so you can always try asking more and call ahead for you, even if you don't want to ask.
Okay, let's see, Tuesday through Friday, they're only open 3 to 10, then Saturday 11 to 10, and Sunday 1 to 8. So, I don't know, maybe we might try Saturday. Now, he likes to play that air hockey. I kinda like that myself. So I could do that. William, if I took you bowling, would you bowl by yourself?
Yeah.
You would, okay. Well, we'll see what we can do. So that's that for the week.
Alright. Well, I will say, it does sound like while everybody's been gone, things have been going pretty well for the most part, so that's kind of a win. Yes, there's some bumps, but there is quite a bit of positives I'm seeing here too.
Right. Yeah, it could be worse. So,
Could be worse.
like I've asked him to do a lot of things.
I
And
don't know.
he doesn't complain anymore, he just does it.
Love the back
So, yes, that's good.
Well, that's all I have then for you before I go back to the William. Reminder, 24th, we plan for 10
Right.
to 11.
24th was a Friday at 10 o'clock, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And of course, if you ever need anything else, always reach out to me, I'll see what I can do. Because I am going to be in the area a lot more since we have adults in our program now.
Yeah, what?
We have adults in our program now too.
Oh, okay. Did you ever hear from, Appalachia, is it Appalachia?
It's Appalachian Crossroads, and I
Yeah.
still have not had luck, so.
The ladies that were here the other day, they said the same thing, they've been trying to, they said they just can't connect with anybody.
Yeah. It's
And I
very
said, well, he was having the same problem. He's been down there, called down there, and she said, I don't know what the problem is with this.
Yeah, I had to stop calling because I was worried they were going to say I was harassing them because I was doing it daily.
Yeah.
So I'll try picking up again, but I just have never seen anything like it.
My granddaughter's boyfriend's mother works there. I should ask her, could you try to find out what's going on down there? I think she
Honestly, it might
cooks.
help. Yeah.
She cooks for the adults. Do they have like a senior center or something? The seniors go in there and eat?
It can be seniors, but I think it's primarily focused with autism on this.
Well, yeah, there you go, yeah. And, well, she works down there, and I was thinking about maybe asking her to find out what's going on down there, why I can't get a call back, or, you know, whatever, but,
Right.
I might try that and see what happens. Never hurts to try.
Right. The more people you have asking,
Right.
that eventually get back to us.
Maybe we could get sick of hearing from us and say, all right, I'll call. And then they brought up, the one girl that was here. She used to work at the place next door to, Lighthouse. That closed up. You know what I'm talking about?
I think I know what you're talking about, but I wasn't here for it.
Yeah. She, mentioned Lighthouse and said, no, twice I've done a Lighthouse. So, anyway. All right, well, I'll go front porch and read my book.
Alrighty.
While you're on. All right, William, time to get off the computer.
I'll put my computer away, grab some stuff in my car.
Oh, here's, let me give you your
Yeah.
cards before you. I can get it.
Thank you.
Yes.
This is very popular, so I'm sad I left it here.
And you know, I think I might have some of those
Oh, this card?
in those cabinets there somewhere, but I'm not sure.
fine, so do you will catch up, yeah. Are you ready to use a little bit, or do you want to play a game with you? Sure. Maybe I don't like chicken oil. If you don't like it, you can still not like it. So you start with this piece. Everybody gets 7. So here's 6, 7. And this is a small file.
What is that for?
You'll see in a second. So you're gonna have this piece. And what you wanna do is you wanna look at all your dominoes.
What do I start with?
You gotta find a domino that has this pattern on it. So you can start with this one here. And then I'll do my turn. And then it'll be your turn to leave. So I'll go here. Yep. And you kinda wanna keep matching the previous piece. And if you don't have a piece, you can draw a line. So like outside draw. Present one, this one, so you have this one.
for this. What? Let's be done. made with Lick Team. Why the fuck? Synchronizing. You don't want to know. Just go. Oh, do that. Yeah. 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 just there. Five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why do you have Golden Freddy in here? Blood! Meh. Oh. Familiar Gmod model, almost bad model, bad as fuck model. I don't know. I think so. And what? No. Whoa. That looks awesome. Why? Like, why is it gone? Looks so beautiful. Bon, 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 bon. Look at that. Look at that. Whoa. Looks so awesome. Dead. Alive! Dead. 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 Alive. Dead. Alive. Dead. Alive. Dead. Wait, no, I'm not ready yet. Survive until 6 ammos to goes. What the hell was that? Huh? Why do you have like 1 bajillion Game Jolt tabs open? I don't know. There are so much old and new FNAF fan games to play, and also, stuff like this is just, it doesn't even exist. Why doesn't it exist? Why doesn't it exist? This office looks so damn good. It would be, it's awesome. It's so damn awesome. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Freeze Tribute Saga. This doesn't exist. This doesn't seem to exist. There's this one that exists, but I don't know. FNAF Soul. He made this stuff before. The Origins of Sister Location, I guess. Unreal Nights at Freddy's. 5 Unreal Nights at Freddy's 2. Those Nights at Candy's, and then you include the others. You include Candy, but not just them. The others. Like straight up, why include these 5? Or 6 if you count Golden Freddy. Or Yellow Bear! What? New and improved. Left to right. Left. Left to 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 left to. Left turn, left turn, left to left. I love this meme. Sorry, I'm late. I was doing stuff. I'm stuff. I believe that no longer exists except for this one, which still doesn't exist. That would take forever to get straight to I don't know where. Well, yeah. It would take forever to get straight to the office. I don't know how to get there. And there are absolutely no gameplays of the Fazbear Storage demo. Five Nights at Nightmare Freddy's. It's not there. I hope you die in the fire. And Five Nights at Freddy's is the final night. Nines. Ugh. Whoa. I love this. I think Markiplier should play this. Five Nights at Freddy's Fall. just make me do the 420 360 no scope. Oh. I shall comment about nothing. No. The other side of Freddy. Pretty sure that's the other side of Freddy. My toe. Freddy's Zero. Bear Springs Adventure. Sus. Oh, this kind of looks like the Five Nights at Fuckboys DLC, or whatever the fuck is a DLC mean. Kind of looks. This kind of looks like that one. Oh, kind of looks like that one game, Five Nights at Fuckboys. Da 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 bow 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 biddly bow balla balla biddly bee balla 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 bow 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 balla bow. The boy is off. Oh yeah, Finance of Fuckboys. It is Finance of Fuckboys. Pretty sure that's the other side of yeah. Can you see inside the skull? I go cut. Basil Bonnie, Farley Fazbear. I suppose this could be like a remake for the Farley's Fun Zone. Oh. Damn, that's sad. What the hell? Something new. Ondale the van. Ondale the van. The Swing Shift at Farley's Story by Parla. As a TRTF remake. Oh, rip. Swing Shift at Farley's 3 is not existing anytime soon. What's this? Oh, it's just the game. Frank Birds. I did not see anything. Come on, do something. He's just dead, bro. Whoa. Come back soon. I wonder when the new version of Sweet Shish at Fox is gonna be. Hold on, mess. Currently renovating. So they're gonna renovate the game And they would even get new designs. Who are these people? Farley got a new redesign, Basil got a new redesign, Charlie, Florence, Dominic, Dog, or Sparky. Indefinitely that's supposed to be Sparky. I have no idea. Farmer Hoffman. Long story short, it's over. Not gonna lie, I love how you describe each character. It really gives me the feels like if it was from an old cartoon summary or something. Lol. Wonderful. Three cheers for you. This will drastically affect fishing season. Lockjaw, is that you?
Willy Wonka.
What the fuck?
Were you in my room?
No.
You know, I can tell if you've been in there or not. So,
I've
I
never
wouldn't
been.
fit if I were you.
I told you already.
Okay. Did you, want to see the Minion movie?
No!
Minions and Monsters?
No!
No, how come?
I didn't ask for no ugly Minion movie.
Okay, so you want to see Toy Story?
Yes.
Should we go there today?
Yes.
Okay, we'll do that. 2:45. try those donuts?
No.
They're pretty good, William. They're not bad.
Sir, we would like to thank everyone involved in this case who saw something, said something, and took action.
Nope.
This is how we work together
It's not
to ensure
Midas.
our communities thrive and our residents feel safe showing up to large events. Thank you.
Can
Okay, we can now take some questions.
Candy.
I'm not aware of him being on anybody's radar before this concerned family member made the call to the sheriff's office.
Would this have been the first time that these eight ever met each other, and how many of them ever met each other at this point?
We have some information, and I'm going to try to stick to what's been filed in these various complaints that have been filed in the indictments, but there's some information in those indictments about meetings that occurred, and in particular, there was a meeting, I think it was on June 13th, between the subjects in Nebraska, and a Missouri-based subject, I think it was Mr. Rinker. So they did meet up. Certainly, we have information in our complaints and in the indictment talking about how there were plans to meet up, plans for Mr. Proper to drive to West Virginia to meet up with another individual, Mr. Skaggs, in West Virginia, and one of the subjects out, or the defendants out in California, Mr. Roa, having gotten in a car, planning to drive to pick up other members of the conspiracy. But a lot of the communication, obviously, is laid out in the complaint, and the indictments was online through messaging apps and things of that sort.
I guess, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say how common plots are. I mean, there's, I think the internet chat groups, these encrypted applications that people use.
Little Farley double junior cheese.
Sort of embolden people to come up with plans and do these plans because I think they're not going to be the one, I think, really remarkable thing about what we're able to do at the federal level is we do have these conspiracy charges, charges and things of that nature. So when we get into an investigation like that, these are charges that don't require the completion of these underlying crimes. And so when we can get onto a messaging application and uncover some communications that reveal a potential plot, we have these tools federally to be able to charge individuals. We don't have to make them go all the way before we can hold them accountable and mitigate the threat.
You say force, timeline, work needs before it doesn't seem like a ton of time, but from my perspective, somebody doesn't do this.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's laid out in our charging instruments. We've got communications that kind of started, at least with respect to this type of plot.
Patrick,
in May.
Did you use the ILR?
Before the events, things started to seem to have crystallized sometime in the beginning of June in terms of focusing in on the UFC Freedom 250 event. And
Smelly green thing.
There were plans to do something.
Guys.
With that. Drones, explosives. There's firearms.
Smelly green thing.
Body armor, plans to travel, right? So, it might seem like a condensed timeline, but the intent from the communications that we've revealed in our complaints and in our indictments show that these folks were planning to act within that time.
Gosh, I'm gonna be ceased.
It's like peeling back the layers of an onion sometimes in some of this stuff, right? So you have these chat rooms, you have certain participants in the chat rooms, and you're just trying to figure out who it is, who these folks are. And so you have a bunch of monikers being used, and you don't even know if it's one person using the same moniker or multiple monikers and that sort of thing. So I think at the beginning of the investigation, it wasn't clear how large it was going to turn out to be. And there were a number of folks involved in these chat rooms. There was a number of different chat groups that were compatible, and then different levels of participation in those chat groups, right? So you have some people that maybe were lurking a little bit more and not really participating, some people that were fully participating, and then sort of anywhere in between that spectrum. So it wasn't clear how big it was going to turn out to be, and we've charged these 8 folks right now, but the investigation is going to continue
until I think we feel, and the FBI feels, the Secret Service and our law enforcement partners feel that we've charged everybody that we think needs to be charged in relation to this plot.
Do you anticipate more charges or more people charged?
I'm not gonna just say one way or the other, I'm just saying the investigation's continuing at this point. I'm not gonna tell you what I'm anticipating or not at this point.
Is there any indication who really started this, of these 8 people? And there's various, complaints, this person had this kind of leadership role or this kind of leadership role. Was there one point person that was really the spearhead of this?
Well, I think we've charged our first named indictment, our first person named in the indictment is Alvarez. I think he's viewed, the shepherd is viewed as sort of the leader in this plot. That's the thing about conspiracies, and that's why conspiracies have been made, criminal conspiracies have been made illegal, right? Is once you get a bunch of people together and they start planning, you never know where the things go, right? And that leads back to the point about
But it
social
is what
media.
you wanted.
That's only-
It's what you always
social
wanted.
media, but social
Don't
media
lie to me,
apps
Vincent.
and encrypted apps, that's only sort of amplified this. Why do we
All
criminalize
eyes.
criminal conspiracies? Is because you get a group
And
of
now
people
you
planning,
can get golden opportunity. You can either take it or you can lay there and wait until the earth swallows you whole. I'm giving you a chance nobody ever gave you.
From a lot of people, and maybe it's different
I'm
levels.
giving you a chance nobody ever gave you.
This person was in charge of, looking at drones and things of that nature, but the folks that we've charged, we believe are all, conspirators. They agreed to commit an illegal act, and they were taking overt acts in furtherance of that conspiracy.
And what did you, how?
I lose all control.
I would say it was achieve. It depends on what you mean by achieve it, but at the end of the day, I think we have evidence, and we've laid it out in the complaints and in the indictment that these folks had amassed ammunition, had amassed weapons, were looking at 3D printers for drones, and had travel plans to go to DC. So what would have happened or could have happened, that's never going to be clear because thank God there was an intervention here, and this thing was disrupted. But in my view, when I look at what's been alleged there, it seems pretty likely that someone was going to, or someone or multiple people were driving to Washington D.C. to do something.
Let me talk about for homegrown terrorists or extremists who trying to carry out this kind of violence.
Yeah, there's always a concern for homegrown. We see that.
So we were just listening to the Department of Justice detailing the charges brought against those 8 men who allegedly conspired to kill government officials and attack at a White House event last month. He talked about the first count detailing the use of weapons of mass destruction, which carries a 15-year prison sentence, and then the second count, attempted murder, which could mean life in prison with conviction. Does this send to others out there that would ever consider to do something so stupid?
Well, I can say, Julie, that this is the kind of stuff I did for about 15, 16 years, so I'm fairly familiar with what went on in the guts of this, and I can tell you that there's a lot of luck here, because if Prober's mother had not picked up the phone and called the local police, we may never have discovered this, and then the local police had the wit to say, this is not kids playing, boys with toys. They stopped everything, they got a hold of his phone. Now, recognize why that's important. It was an encrypted app that they were using, Signal, which means you can't get that from the server. You can't get that from the company. They got to get it to the physical phone. They did that. I don't know if the mother had the password, Prober gave up the password, but they got into the phone, and that's how they built this out into an 8-person conspiracy. And then recognize something else. The language that the U.S. Attorney there, Geraci, who gives me a good feeling, he seems quite competent. The language he used is quite coded. When he says an overt act, that's necessary for the conspiracy. And so he's very cognizantly saying to the defense attorneys, there's no problem here with how far this went. These guys bought weapons, they made travel plans. The original story was that at least 2 of them had traveled to Northern Virginia to stage around D.C. to complete this thing. This thing was...
Title. Rats. 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 I lose all control. Stranger, 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 stranger. Control. I require a dose of ketamine. On the case of On Freddy's, the case. Hi guys. It just says hi guys. What about the fucking game? I need the game, please. It's give you has nightmare. Marvin Wilfred is now Spicky Wilfred. He died. Sparvin Spilfred has fucking died. Luigi. Casper is not a doubt. Wait. Holy shit. We have 1, 2, 3, of the FNAF creators. Awesome. We have oh, suck it. April 1st? So there is no FNAF maker, right? No April Fools. No. Five Nights at Hell's location. But oh, I lose all control. Life support? Damn. He's dead. He's dead! West Indies entry. West Indies entry. Axel. Shut the door here. Lay out. 5 tunes at no. Oh my god. Loves the night but hates the light. Who forgot about me? Buzzing Bee interactive experience. No monitor. Then what the fuck? What the fuck am I supposed to do? Just Pentium! Pentium! Grandma, are you gonna make something? Grandma! Oh, never mind. Reject the stars. Why is your username like that? Because P is stored in the balls. P is stored in the balls in the ball. In the ball. Fazbear enter Tazbear. Fazbear enter Tazbear. Fred. Fred. Don't need to scream if you ain't got a move. The only way you get a ring. It's time to see that this three monkeys is the only place that you are gonna be. So strap on and take it on the show. And we'll see who's running the show. If you survive 5 more nights. You're 5 million millionaires, that's all. So let's get down, let's get down. Oh, son of a bitch! You son of a bitch! You son of a bitch! And a millionaire. Just like this. So let's get down to business. Ba boom 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 boom. I'm all in my heart. Don't bother me. I shall complete 20 modes. Click. Let's get out of here. Everybody's gonna be on the move soon. Trying to get to me. No, you don't. Ah! Damn it! We should get out of here once and for all. What? Food? No? Okay. Mm-mm. I'm losing it all. Could it be blinded by stardom? I may think I am alone, but they're waiting for me every night. You're mine. No! No. I did it again! My jump scare count is 2. My jump scare count is 2. Well, I guess someone started moving. My hand, my arm, my arm. It's not doing well, no.
Matching with my therapist was very quick and easy. Really just checking in with somebody once a week is refreshing to be able to just share stories that you had. And it's okay to feel things. It's okay to have rough days. Don't be afraid to find a better you.
Gotta pick up the pace before I fall off the pace. Pacing paste. I thought I was gonna die. Oh. Ah, shit. I'm gonna die. Uh-oh. Not today. Oh no. No! No! I was so close. I was so close. Gone. Bubby. Bubbies. Whoa. I said whoa, not it's just two characters. Ugh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. you. You know it's true.
What?
That's a very good point, and that's a state issue. And that's what.
Lock the back door.
Now, to make sure there's time.
And clean your mess up over there. All those dishes.
It's actually a civil war, and it's a perfect storm, what you would call within this civil war, because there's two main factors here. The socialist wing of the party is the one that's the most vocal and has the most energy. And the two leaders of the Democratic Party, Hakeem Jeffries and Schumer, are weak in leadership style, so it gives the socialists a stronger ability. Look how many incumbents they have beat, and they even beat the incumbents in New York, the home of Hakeem
You,
Jeffries and Schumer. So they feel a real strength through that.
Go downstairs and get some toilet paper, please.
First question you had to ask, why do you have to ask that question? Why would that be the first answer?
I don't have any in the bathroom.
But now when you look at Platter, he's trying to dictate who could be the replacement for him. And they have
What,
to be
Grandma?
socialists.
Go downstairs and get some toilet paper, please.
Stay out of it, Graham Platter.
Huh?
Thanks very much, but here's a slate of people that they're, well, they're not.
Go downstairs and get some toilet paper, please. And don't put that on my head. Thank you. I said don't do that. Didn't I? God, just don't listen.
Lost the Democratic primary for Maine Senate. Paige Loud lost the Democratic primary in the second congressional district, as did Jordan Wood, and Dan Cleveland suspended the Senate campaign when Janet Mills got in. These folks are all going up against a very successful 5-term, 30-year veteran, Susan Collins, who by many people's measure has done very well for the state. So here you've got a group of people who've all lost contests in 2026 who are now vying for that Senate seat. Yeah, it's
Go.
And I think she's done a tremendous job.
No, 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 no,
The candidate who's getting most.
Just go get the toilet paper, please.
Who was the
you gotta leave stuff alone. Leave the light on, leave the TV alone. Stop putting that table down in the laundry room. Driving me crazy.
And you're driving me. Great. Hey.
Alright, clean your mess up over here, and then we're gonna go. Because I have stuff to get some.
Where?
First off, you're not supposed to be drinking over here. That's number one.
No, going where?
Did you want to go to the movies?
Oh yeah, the movies. Toy 5!
And if you misbehave in the movies, you won't be going anywhere else anytime soon. I don't want to hear any screaming.
Oh, that makes it less fun. Crossing what border? You say crossing the border? Crossing what border? Like, that's the question. What border?
And you're not taking your phone in the movies.
Yeah, I know.
Did you lock that back door?
I think so, I have.
No, you did.